I think the idea was they should work. Like, if
Right, little people should have the
they
ability.
need, there's 7 jobs out of the 10 a year, so let's give them these 7, and then I don't think I would leave it up to them. Do you guys want to work? You know, I sound like it's so horrible. You guys, I mean, listen, there's a lot that work. People say Peter Dinklage, but they can't name 10 more that work a lot. So hell, leave it up to them.
Well, yeah. Well, I think I think it got pretty DEI here too, which is fine. But it's like, if they were white, like
Is the first one? That's not
these are the
Dave
originals.
Grohl?
Yeah.
Is this first guy?
Yeah. I mean, I think his wife lets him. Yes.
Kicked him out. Rude.
And first of all, that's Friar Tuck, who they obviously just repurposed for.
This is their new version. It's yeah.
Rosa Parks, that guy. What's his name?
They're JJ Walker. Back.
David, can you pull your mic up closer?
Closer than this?
Yes, please.
Jesus Christ. That's what guys say when they put their wiener in my face.
Yeah, I know.
Can it go a little closer? I go, why? What are we doing? This isn't a blowjob. They go, no. Just try to touch the back of your throat with it. I go, but that sounds like it's heading towards a beach.
Yeah.
Oh, is he talking about Kaepernick?
Yeah, there's your boy right there. And who's the last guy at the end of the line? That is,
That guy?
no,
That's Grohl.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
the guy in the
Grohl.
back?
yeah, the guy in the back. It could be.
That guy's just a homeless dude that walked on the set.
Dude's just like, temporary layoff.
They really got effed on Snow White, though. That is, it did not work in any way, shape, or form.
It's
So
not cool, and I guess people didn't like it.
then Minecraft came along and beat the fucking shit out of it.
Well, also, Snow White, it should be about the fentanyl problem, huh?
I think China White was. I was around for China White when I was a kid. Like, that was the. I was so lucky because you used to do a little sniffy jiffy, I heard. And it is fun. There are negatives,
Yeah.
but we always start with the positives, especially about that. If I could afford more when I was parking cars and being a busboy, I would have definitely gone crazy. I could not, thank God. I could do a $250 in a weekend, and I could only afford $25. That was it, and
Yeah.
even that wasn't money well spent. But don't get all excited. You're getting
Sorry.
a boner. It is exciting. I mean, talking about it, doing it, it was fun. It was hard to just quit it, but it's just I just watch and you go, no way to have a career. There's no way to have anything good with all this pressure and shit you got to do. And people like to rat you out. People like to say, this guy, you know, he's a little
Yeah.
fucking deesh.
Yeah.
Little power flower now and then. So if they start getting that word out there, I luckily never got that word. I didn't do any of the whole SNL, and that's the funniest part is that I did dabble a little bit before that, just because I was in
Yeah,
fucking
'cause-
showbiz.
And you're from Arizona, you're from
Local.
Scottsdale.
Yeah, it's not still. Yeah, well, it doesn't mean it wasn't really the cocaine capital of the world, but you know, I was in the comedy biz, and a couple guys had it, and I was like, fucking, phew. I would partake just for fun, and obviously, and then.
Oh, yeah, brother.
But one time I did a lot, and I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I should go to the hospital. You know, I keep saying.
And then y'all walk over there. That's the craziest is.
No, I
you
fucking sprinted. No, because the funny thing is, you just turn into John Bonet. One bump, and I'm like, oh, my Yankee Doodle Dandy, and I'm feeling great. And then I made my friend drive me, and I got there, and he's like, and it was freezing, and I was shaking and tight. And he goes, you got to go in there. And he goes, but they're going to ask. Because I did stand up for about a year.
Right.
And they go, they're going to ask. And they're going to have to call the police. I go, no. Extra scared. And he cranks the heater on in the car. And I'm starting to fucking sweat. But this is a good friend because he was there with me for 3 hours. He goes, I'll let you should go in there in a second, but just tell me more. And I was calming down. This was the trick. I didn't know this. And my heart was going from like 3,000 over 2,000 until I started to get back to normal, and then it got light out, and then I go, let's go home.
Oh.
So gross. And then I go, I'll never do it again. 4 days later, hey dude,
Yeah.
I'm fucking jinking. What a great guy I am. There's me, and they make me jump in.
Oh, yeah. Jean Benet, brother.
Dude,
Oh,
it's
that's
funny.
Beautiful.
In those days, first of all, because it reminded me of my old car because this place is out in the middle of nowhere next to some junkyard where we're shooting. This is a nice area. I mean, it's a nice area if you have no money. So I used to go to this junkyard and go to pick apart. You know what that is? Where you have all the cars in there and you get a part for your own car. No one thinks this ultra pussy did that. I'd go out there with a goddamn socket wrench looking for a Subaru Brat handle. You know, they go out there. And that's how all that Joe Dirt stuff started. Because I'm like, I did that, get an alternator, put it in my Volvo, put it in wrong, and just live that gross life. And it's 110 degrees out there and you're burning your hands. I remember my old Volvo was a 62. And it looked like a planter. I should have shaved the top off, filled it with dirt, and I would take, if I ever had a date, which was rare, it was leaking a quart of oil a day. So for those of you at home that don't know, that's a lot. And I had to buy a quart, like a box of Pennzoil, and then every day at some point I had to put a quart in. And if you ever had a date, it was so embarrassing because at some point I had to have them put a quart in, you know? And I had to explain how to do it, and I had to sit in the front seat and go, no, you got to poke the hole, and then you poke one on the other side.
Well, that was like the original Viagra, I think, was like you'd have to pull your car and put a quart of oil in it, you know?
Yeah.
But the rev of the engine would keep everybody
I'm sorry.
possible.
Yeah,
It would
maybe.
keep you sexually possible, you know? But then now it's like, dude, you have people literally drinking oil and Blue Chews or whatever at the same. It's like it's all on the
God,
responsibility of
I
the
think
man.
there's a new problem where it's like, I don't want this guy screaming at me again. The microphone's too far away from my mug. So there's a new problem with a lot of people on vacation. And when I grew up, I don't think anyone was. Now, did we have autism? Did we have ADD? It just, people thought you're weird. That's all, you know. So, or just different. And then now, people are on uppers, downers, so there's that, and some boners go away. That's what I'm hearing. So that's why Blue Chew and boner pills are everywhere. And I feel like when I go to the gas station, and they always have like those sort of fake ones right there.
Oh yeah, like
And they're
rhinoceros.
yeah.
2 billion, huh?
Impulse buy, and I go, I don't know. I'm getting my stuff. Here's my pretzels, and they're like, "Hey, a rod for the road." I'm like, "Why not? I'm going to Irvine. It's a long drive. Who wants a boner to drive around?" Anyway, I don't know if that's what they're for.
Yeah, I don't get them. I don't get a lot of like man-made boners or whatever they're called anymore.
Yeah.
I get mine. Yeah, there's some Power Zen, vicious pussy serpent.
Extreme rod.
Yeah. Actually, this is kind of merged with like the fireworks circuit. I think these things and fireworks are so close to being just compatible.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard a story that we just had a bus driver when we were doing touring for stand up.
Yeah.
And either he or his brother had driven you, and one time you stopped at a fireworks stand and went in and did your Joe Dirt bit. Is that true?
Well, I think we had the same driver because I think he texted me and said, "I got Theo now." But I don't do a lot of bus tours. I think in Kentucky it was perfecto for Joe Dirt. And so many people were knowing me from Joe Dirt that I said, fuck, there are fireworks stands here. Like there were in Arizona when I grew up. And so I said, let's find one and pull over. I just want to go in and see what they have. See the new stuff. You got the good stuff? I did ask them if they got the good stuff. And then, so the funny part was we went in and it was sort of an older woman and two young guys. And they knew me right away, but I did have a hat on and shades, but they knew it right away. And then they took me around and showed me all their ones. The Godfather. This one, it's basically you get to a point where what North Korea has.
Yeah.
It gets very extreme. When I grew up, Black Cats, the basics, M80s, Roman Candles were a hit.
Yeah.
And then whistling Pussy Chasers. That's what we called them in the movie, then we had to switch it to Kitty Chaser.
Oh, really? Is that true?
Oh, yeah, Whistling Bunghole. Yeah, and now Plains Footers. Yeah, well, me and Fred Wolf just made these up. Some sound real.
And Whisker Biscuits, those honky lighters are for sure.
Yeah, Cherry Bombs was real. Whistling Bungholes is fake. But we had quarter sticks, M80s. We'd go to Mexico and get quarter sticks and half sticks. That's all we
Really?
did. No supervision.
Yeah, that's when they have real dynamite. That's not fireworks anymore.
No, it gets in a different area.
Yeah, like you should join a labor union. I feel
They're like, oh, they open your trunk. They go, I go, I've got fireworks. They're like, this is an AR-15. I go, I know, fire comes out the front. It's very murky what you can describe as fireworks these days.
Yeah, we had. I'm trying to think. The craziest were fire don't work. It's like the ones where you'd light them and it would just come out the other side, or you would light them and then your stepdad would call your mom a whore and just drive off. You're like, how is this even connected?
yeah.
It was
look at these.
like
Oh, is this a?
fireworks at Coachella misfires and hits area near crowd of people and sets tree on fire. Oh, I think this was part of MGK's outfit.
This part of his
Look
outfit.
at that shit.
Dude, how bad did you fucking miss? You're just aiming for the air.
Oh, they should make the fireworks when you light them and then they only hit a pedophile when they take off.
Yeah, that was pedophile chasers.
Yeah, and just light them up in DC.
This looks like the inside of the Minecraft movie when they bring the chicken jockey out. Have you seen that? People light fireworks in there now.
I haven't
There's a
seen it
part
yet.
of the movie that something happens, and when you used to throw popcorn at the screen, and now they've gone. Now they get in fights, and they light off firecrackers, and it goes bananas. So they have to stop the movie now.
Is it like kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show?
A little bit worse because they were contained, and they. Okay,
this
something's gonna go wrong. Oh, is this Terry?
This is like
Is this
yeah.
back it up, Terry? Let's see it. We allowed to show this? Yeah,
It's
a
the
little more.
darker side of fireworks here.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, hold on, hold.
I don't know if this is the guy that should be lighting him and running. He should sort of be kicking back about 100 feet away.
Yeah, this is crazy, dude.
These guys do not look like professionals for sure. They don't even know where to light it. This guy's Make-A-Wish Foundation want to light fireworks.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
Oh, get out of there, Terry.
Ow, Lord.
No one helps him.
Damn, Terry.
Help him. I'm like, what are you doing, Terry? Help fucking Terry. He's blinded. He can't see the
What is
goddamn
he
control
doing?
panel.
God.
Shit.
No, dude, they're not kidding.
It's so funny. I cannot stand to watch people on that just film things and never get involved. They laugh their
kinda
fucking ass
crazy.
off no matter what.
Did
People
you
are
see
getting
the guy
stabbed.
who fell in the water the other day?
No.
Bring up that guy who they paid. They owed him like $300 or $400 to get into the water of like a flash flood, basically.
No, I'm sure he's dead.
It was a beautiful young man. I don't know how he's doing. See if you can find that.
Yeah,
dude.
while we're doing
The
that.
craziest was like the saddest was we had a guy by us, a dad, and he was like, just like barely a dad. He was like kind of like a whimsical kind of dad. Like wished he'd never probably been married to a, and I'm gonna say this fast so I don't sound like
Yeah.
sexist or anything, woman, you know? And he would only get his kids smoke bombs. So they would light like 1,000,000 smoke
I
bombs.
like smoke bombs.
But they're cool, but they would have nothing, and they would do so many. It would look like that Indian holiday or whatever. You know, the one where like suddenly you see this bunch of Indian people crossing the street who look like they got attacked by like an Easter,
Right.
like a Easter chalkboard or something. You know, like you know what I'm talking
Like
about.
they clap the.
Yes,
yeah,
like
okay.
somebody just emptied. Like
Or LeBron at the Laker game goes like that. Yeah.
yeah, like it was Easter Sunday and LeBron was just firing off right in front of him.
So yeah, smoke bombs aren't as fun as they sound. You need more shit going on. Is this it? Oh yeah, there's firecrafts in the Minecraft. See?
In the movie theater.
Look at my fucking story checks out. Yeah.
Oh my God! And who did this? Israel.
Yeah, this is Gaza.
This is crazy.
I like we say Gaza, we laugh. It's so fucking uncool.
It's so.
It's a comedy
sad.
show.
It's hard. Sometimes you got. Hey, you know what a police officer told me one time? He said that they'll show up in a place with a bunch of murders, and you'll see police officers stand outside laughing because it's a thing that happens to people when stuff's painful.
Yeah, it's so serious.
He says they do it.
It's so, well, that's what comedians do. It's too heavy duty.
Dude, well, the reason we brought you here is because you have a comedy special coming out, man.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not
that's
true.
right.
First of all, thank you for coming, dude.
No,
I
of
appreciate
course.
it. You look great, dude.
I love seeing you. Thank you, dude.
You've been drinking tomato juice or something? Remember when V8 was the only healthy
yeah.
thing?
I don't think there's one tomato in V8. I don't know what's in it. They were like, this is the fucking shit when
Yeah.
you were growing up.
Oh, dude, yeah. And rich guys would pour it in their engine or whatever as
Yeah.
well.
and some people pour it in their butt.
Yeah, some like really rich guys would pour it in their butt.
I had Viet. I never liked it. It was tomato juice and I think vegetable juice.
But like, who drank it? I think like a mom would drink it if they were healthy or they were trying to make
Yeah.
a baby or whatever.
It didn't get around my squad, but I know that I heard about it and I was grossed out by it. You know what's funny is I was just in Las Vegas. Oh, we went to a fight. I was going to tell you this. We went to a UFC fight, right? Theo and I went to a fight, about a year or so ago. And you know what I called you to go to this fight? I thought it was in Vegas, and it was in Florida.
Oh.
And then you had a gig that night anyway. But
That
I
would've
was
been a great card. You, me, and also your Jody,
Yeah.
and also the comedian, famous comedian.
Oh, Dennis.
And Dennis Miller.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
went
yeah.
one time. That was
So do you remember this story? Did I already tell you this? You know it obviously. So this time I just did a corporate yesterday in Vegas. So I'm staying at the Aria, short for named after Ariana Grande.
Nuh-uh.
I don't know. And so I'm over there, and it's connected to the hotel we were at.
Yeah.
And the day we went to the show, you like to go early to the fights, as
Yeah.
we know, because you go help set up the chairs and armor all the ropes. And you go in, because the fight started like fucking 1. I'm like, we just landed, and you're like, you want to go there? You want to go to the hotel first? I'm like, well, I think it's at 7. And you're like, and you're being so nice, going, oh, you want to wait till 7? And I'm like, yeah, because that's when the good ones start. They're on TV, and it's still 3 hours. And for Spade to sit
Yeah.
for 3 hours is fucking rough with these brittle fucking bones. So you're like, cool, we'll go at 7. And I didn't know that you wanted to go really bad earlier. So we're eating, and I'm like, this spaghetti's good. You're like, let's fucking go. So I have a car ticket. It's like a black Suburban, right? So and you're like, well, we got to go. It's 6:45, and we got to be there at 7. And we're next to the arena, and I'm like, fuck, where's this guy? And then he hits me up and goes, hey, dude. You go, let's get an Uber. And I go, well, give him a second. And then he goes, oh, I spaced. I'm sending another car. It'll be there in a second. I go, we're in a hurry. He goes, it's very close. So this, and I see you're janking. First I've seen you kind of get mad. Because I was getting mad too, because I'm like, fuck, where's this guy? And plus we're stressed. So the Suburban pulls up, we jump in, and the guy goes, okay, where are we going to? And he goes, you Theo? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, And then I go, this is my driver? And then I look down and we
It
start.
was International Fight Week. as you
Yeah,
can
it
tell.
was. This is good. This is how he sounds. Actually sounds like him. It's nothing bad.
Fair.
So then the driver texts me and goes, hey, did you just pull out? I just saw you. And I go, wait, is this not the car? And I go, Theo, what is this? And you go, I called an Uber, dude. It's taking too long. I go, okay. So we go, and now I go, and the funny part was I go, hey, dude, all right, if you're going to this T-Mobile, we got to go in the loading dock. That's where we have to get our tickets and enter. And he goes, oh, no, that's only for VIP special.
Yeah.
And I go, right.
And
Just
then he
go
goes,
there.
you want VIP special? I'm
Yeah,
like,
and I go, no. And he goes, oh, you have to be special. And I go, oh, we special. And he goes, no, that's for special people. And I'm like, I get it. And then Theo goes, no, he's special. He does movies and stuff. And he looks back and he goes, no, he no special. And I go, how do you know I'm no special, you fuck? So he wouldn't take us. So then you just go, let's just get out.
Yeah.
So we just got out in the street, and we saw a door, and then they go, oh, you...
Wrong door.
Yeah, you got to go
This
to
for
lighting.
animals and
Yeah,
like
this-
lighting.
For all of Noah's Ark's animals. And so they go, so we're trying to get a hold of everyone, and they go, you're not at the special door. We go, I know, this fucking guy wouldn't believe it. So we had to find all the other sides were cut through. They finally sent someone to get us.
Yeah.
But it was quite humiliating. The guy didn't think for a second.
I even showed him a video of yours from one of your movies, and he laughed.
That's funny.
And he's like, oh, it kind of looked like him, but not him. UFC 315 will be on the TV. The snacks and the beverages will be ready to go. The best way to make that 1-2 combo even better is by trying to win some real cash with Pick 6 from DraftKings, the official daily fantasy sports partner of UFC. With DraftKings Pick 6, playing for cash is as easy as stepping into an octagon. Pick 6 is available in most states, including Missouri, California, Texas, Georgia, and more. some of my picks for UFC 315. I'm going to go with Mike Malott, and they're putting 31.5 significant strikes. I'm going to go more than that. That's something that I'm riding on. As well, they got Bilal Bully B. Muhammad out there against Jack Della Maddalena. You can make your picks there with DraftKings Pick 6. Don't settle for a smaller payout. Switch to Pick 6 and cash in your UFC knowledge. Play $5, get $50 in bonus picks instantly on your first entry. Pick 6 from DraftKings is the most fun way to play fantasy sports. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code THEO. That's code THEO for new customers to play $5, get $50 in bonus picks. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Yeah, recently I was paying for something, Butcher Bargain, or I don't know what it was, a monthly meat deal where they sending you meat. And I didn't know I was still paying for it. And it was at my old address. So somebody over there is just eating my bacon. Somebody over there is just slurping up on my sirloin cuts that I was paying for. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of 500 million in canceled subscriptions. That's amazing. Saving members up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. Wow. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter our show name this past weekend with Theo Vaughn in the survey so they know I sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from our show. I want to let you know there's a growing expense eating into your company's profits. It's your cloud computing bill. Oh, that's a good point, huh?
You know, I don't know. Ask those fucking clowns in there. Did they take off?
We could show it on silent if we want. Dude,
No, it's good with the song. Anyway, that's all. Because you show that clip in your show.
Yeah, we
right?
showed it during the halftime or like towards the end of the show.
Yeah, my friend was in Tallahassee. They hit me up. They go, "Oh
Really?
my God, this fucking clip just played. It's great." Yeah.
Did they really?
They were excited.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
They were at your show.
Oh, that's cool. It's been well received by people.
Yeah.
You know, just people getting to see
It's a good little window into it.
see the trailer for Bus Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What do you think's the toughest part now, having like kind of put a movie together from the beginning? What do you think is kind of one of the toughest parts?
Fuck. I mean, it's all it's tough all the way along the way because we're just doing it alone. Usually we work for Boss, Paramount, Sony, Netflix. You know, they tell us what to do, and we kind of just we're on our own. But we also know there's someone else calling some shots, the bigger shots, budgetary things, this and that, casting. We have to agree on. So I've never gone into it like this where it's just me and you, and that's good. There's some tough part about it, but it's overall the best because we put it up, we're going in. It's such a complicated process, so it's almost too much because usually there's someone that cover this and you can kind of oversee it. But to get into everything about pre-production and budget and casting and locations and all the union stuff we got to know, that's where it gets hard. And now we've gotten through the hard part. We got it. We shot it through the fires, through all the stuff. Very tough. Very tough to get through a movie. And then
There was so many things that were tough.
I always say after a movie, I'm not doing this again. It's too hard. And everyone thinks I'm, a huge pussy. But it's mentally tough. It's hard. You got to memorize stuff. You're driving all day. You're getting out there at dark. And it's such a luxury to do a movie that you can't complain to anyone. I can complain to you. But we're in it together, so we get it. And you can tell other people in movies, but regular people go, they actually bust their ass.
Right.
So we're like, that's hard. That's us in a movie. So we're Bus Boys. So anyway,
Yeah, they give you just the gun that you have in your trailer, and then before you can use it on yourself,
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, we need you back on set."
yeah, it's always like, where are they? I'm walking with number 2, or who's number 1? I go for a walk. They just follow.
Yeah.
They walk out of your set. and you're always mic'd, and you're always, it's all, and it's fucking freezing. I thought it'd be too hot. It's freezing. So anyway, we finish it, and now it's rough cut, and now the hard part is just getting it to a point where we think it's good, and you're not wasting jokes.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things we did had like, Theo was very good on the set of. We're actually good together because I think you're great, and if we have a scene and we do it and we just start goofing around like a couple before we leave, get a few extra jokes in. So, which one of those do we use? It's very hard to. This is funny for one reason, this is funny for another. And the rest of your life, people will remember one joke and they'll never see the other three. And you go, fuck, did we pick the right one for that? That, for someone who's indecisive like me, and you are kind of too, that it's hard to do. And then
Yeah.
you just got to pick one, lock it down, and then we'll probably, I think our next step, we'll show it to like 20, 30 people. Because you really get a feel for where there's a dead spot, where there's something that you could have yeah, and I have friends, and but I haven't had fucking one person look at it yet. 'Cause
Same.
I'm too scared. The director of all these movies, Pete Siegel, who's a great guy, he came by the set one day, and he did Anger Management and The Longest Yard and 50 First Dates and Tommy Boy and all these movies. So I said, I might have you take a look at it because I just want you as an observer, objectively, where are we with this? And that's the only guy. But I do want to, at some point when you get your fixes in and we get something we kind of like, and then we show it.
Yeah.
And then that'll tell us a lot. We'll be like, oh my God, this is way funnier than we thought. They're laughing at this stuff instead of that laugh. Well, I didn't see that coming, like a cutaway. And then they go, oh, this feels flat. And some people might be confused. At
Yeah.
the end, we go, where did you understand what this is? People are like, were you guys playing fucking Busboys? We're like, oh boy, we're way off. Okay, you didn't get that part? Because, people don't know. They just watch it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the scariest part, I feel like, is trying to just like see before you show it to somebody is like, is what I think makes sense here make sense to other people?
Right, because we know it. We're too close to it.
Yeah, no, I think it gets
Even
way.
jokes where people go, I see one clip and they go, oh, that's great. I go, oh, it is? Because I've seen it 10 times. I don't know what's funny anymore.
Yeah.
So it does take objectively, but it's so fucking stressful.
What do you feel like was one of the funnest days that we had?
That's a good question. It's funny because every day has an underlying stress level of knowing your lines, getting things done, losing the light. We got to get this. Is it right? Do we know what we're doing? Is it set up, blocking, all that shit? But I'm good at giving long answers that are boring. I thought it was fun when we were in the layer with the drugs.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun because there's a lot of people.
Yeah, when there's a lot of people, it's fun. We kept having to go up and down that ladder with the Ninja Turtles. Remember that?
That was in the Revolution Camp building. And I guarantee you they should shut this down.
Yeah, they had there was like asbestos, like art on the walls and everything.
We had to write asbestos into the script because there was so much. It was like co-starring.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were underneath like a Sears building in downtown, and
Remember the alarm went off, or the
yeah.
the old heater went off in there, and it just like.
I think it was an old nuclear reactor or something, or it was a Amber Alert.
It made McMuffins. I know that.
Yeah, we would all go. I go, oh, it's lunch.
Yeah.
They cleared us all out from the set. We shouldn't even tell them this, but anyway, I like that. We were on the desert a lot. It was kind of fun being out. And then we were in there doing busboy shit with Tim Dillon. I thought was funny.
Oh yeah, he's fun. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Just getting to see him. He has a new special that just came out too.
Oh yeah. No, he's great.
You have a comedy special
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
coming out.
Amazon
Can you guys
special.
hear him? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. You have
David, could you put the mic behind you now? What? Would that help?
you have
no,
a comedy special coming out.
I do. I did a comedy special for Amazon, and we did it in Denver, and it's interesting, putting together a comedy special. You're on the road, and sometimes you want new stuff in there that's a little undercooked because it's new and different, and you just started doing it, and then sometimes you want to. And then you want and then most of the stuff is polished and buff. So you gotta. I did it probably an hour 20 and cut it down to just under an hour.
Dang, big gun.
Is this a clip or is that a photo?
Little overshot. Play that clip a little.
Is there
I
a
just wanna
clip?
See it.
Let's see if there's anything clippable here. Oh, this is fucking funny. I feel it already. was 8
Dave.
years old. I almost got kidnapped. I'll
got
make it funny.
kidnapped.
I came out weird. Blonde
No
hair. Looked like exactly Macaulay Culkin. And I was kind of tan. I was like shorts. I mean, it was almost entrapment. I'm a bit of a dandelion. I don't know if you can tell. I look tough on TV, but these quads are deceiving. Yeah, you some guy yelled. Yeah, look at that action shot.
Dandelion.
Dandelion is because I'm such a fucking puss, and I couldn't think of a good name.
That's no, you're great, dude. It looks great. You look very healthy in that. It reminds me of David Duchovny
Yeah.
a little bit, and the guy from that guy from that guy, his
Right.
partner on the TV show. Talking about?
Shrek?
No,
Go ahead.
who am I? It's like the guy's got all the kids. Tim the Toolman Taylor. That's him.
You were looking for Al Borland?
Al Borland.
That's
huh?
who I look like in with that
A little
fucking
bit.
shirt on.
You look like Gal Borland, the dude that gets the gals.
Shit,
Huh?
that's hysterical. That was not exactly what I was going for, and thank you for that insulting insult.
Yeah.
But no, he seems like a good dude. I just don't. Actually, looks better than me. Fuck, what am I saying?
What the fuck, dude?
That-
Yeah, screw him showing up
What's
looking
that,
better than
Playgirl magazine? Look at him.
Golly.
He's naked from the waist down with his dong out.
Yeah, huh? You don't get to
Shit.
see that anymore.
You know,
huh?
like when they tell you what to wear. I mean, they don't tell you, but they go, "What are you gonna wear?" And of course, I'm
Mhm.
not like a full girl going to the Oscars, so I go, "I don't know." So it gets closer, and they're like, "Show it so we can hold it up with the backdrop." I go, "I don't give a shit, dude." So I get there, and I have two outfits. I have this outfits is already bad enough.
Yeah.
I just said outfits. So I walk into the rack like Elton John, like
At
"Hey."
Nordstrom Rack?
No, just a rack of clothes.
Oh, yeah.
From Nordstrom Rack, yeah. So I go in there and I go, "What about this?" And then I go out there that day, and they're like, "Do you still not know?" And I go, "I don't know." And then I wear the shirt, and then I go, "I'm gonna put." So I just wore a shirt and a coat that I wasn't supposed to wear because and they go, "You need a copy of that in case." I go, "You think I'm gonna ruin this between shows?" And they're like, "Yeah." So I fell for that last time, and then Nikki Glazer goes, "Oh, I have some dress from like 1930," and I go, "Well, don't you have to have a double?" She goes, "Oh, fuck that. I'm not gonna." And I go, "Yeah, what am I doing? Why am I taking fucking orders?"
Wasting money on extra clothes, too.
Yeah, and all of mine are like one of a kind,
Oh, you can tell that's authentic.
one of a kind flannel shirt that you can have in any Google search in 2 seconds. But it was fun to do. I'm glad it's out. It's fun. Some of the jokes I still do because they're longer now. That's the funny thing is you do a joke and then it's a minute of your act and then now it's a 5-minute chunk. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, but I did the beginning, but now it's so much longer. But I don't really care. I like a couple things I've done before because they really work, and then I put in new stuff, and then it's just always in rotation of I'll pull something from the old bag and then I'll have all this new shit. So whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel
Is that
about
what
it,
you
too.
do? What do you do?
Yeah, it's like there's some bits I do because I know people want to hear them,
Yeah.
and there's some people's favorites, and it's like, well, I want to make sure I get that in for a couple minutes.
100%.
If it's a big show.
Because it's never like you do some bit that works and it doesn't work. Like if it
Yeah.
bombed and people are like, "Boo!" Like you did that before. It's not like that. They still work.
Yeah,
And
they want to see the new stuff too.
And sometimes when I go to people, if I saw you, I'd be like, I remember the first time I saw you and stuff you were doing, I'd be like, "Oh, I hope he does this and this and this," because those are like my fun ones. I want to tell someone and have them watch them.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I do that with comics and they don't do it. And I go, because sometimes, by the 5th special these people do, it's just too watered down. It's too hard to be that good in 1 year. It's too hard. You don't buff them out. You need to really work on it.
Dude, I don't think you have to. I mean, it's like, I've known a special, I'm thinking 4 years now. This will
Yeah,
be
you
four-
don't need it.
If we do it this year, it'll be 4 years. But also, I've been on the same tour for years. But it's like, there's so many places you can go. It's like, I don't mind
Yeah.
going to a town that has 30,000 people in it. It's like, you can not do it and probably have a family and stuff like that and have pets you own.
Yeah.
Or semi-own, God owns
As
it.
long as they have a 30,000.
But it's like, yeah, as long as like, but if we can go over there, I think I'd rather do it.
Yeah, you're printing money.
Oh, David, that
this
is
guy,
not
if I had
true.
your money, I'd throw mine away.
Oh, dude, get out of here.
This fucking
You just bought a new car, didn't you?
That's it. You bought a car lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I got a car. Fuck yeah, you see me buzzing around.
Did you just buy the original Joe Dirt car or no?
I did not. It was 330 grand. I didn't know it'd be that much.
Really?
Yeah, I went in on.
Did you even look at, were you there on the
No, but the guy gave me, he said, hey, do you want to buy the old Joe Dirt? I go, is it the fucking real one? Because I do like cars and I don't have enough room for it, but I'm into it. I'm like, I'm not going to drive the thing around. I'd like to have it just to have it. The director of Tommy Boy has a Tommy Boy car, and I'm like, those are fun to have. So I said, how much? And he goes, I'm deciding between 300 and 500 grand. I go, I'm sorry, what? The fucking shitty one at the beginning of Joe Dirt? It didn't even have a Hemi in it. It was a fake pretend. It was like an old, Vega. And we just put like, yeah, this thing.
Joe Dirt 69 Charger Daytona.
It's fucking cool though. Is he selling it for $450?
In 1968, $1 million grossing hit comedy, The Adventures of Joe Dirt.
Fuck yeah. What does that say up there? 450? Can you read?
One of the scenes depicts Joe Dirt at the impound lot, financially unstable to retrieve his mint 67 Plymouth Hemi GTX Charger Daytona instead. $450.
$450?
In the movie, yeah.
No, I didn't see the movie.
Do we know the closing price on that?
Yeah, he hit me up for 300 to 500 grand. I go,
Can you live in it?
I was like, yeah. Is this an RV?
How many square feet is it?
Is it in a good neighborhood? No, I think I said something to the effect of get fucked. No, I was like, hey man, I didn't know it'd be like that. I don't know why. Because, in the real world,
Life's
you gotta
expensive, baby.
you gotta make
you
$1
know?
million to clear 350. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm making $1 million this week. So I just said no, even though I said I'd really like it. I just a little too rich for my blood right now. Because I thought, what am I doing? I just gotta park it. I can't really drive. It's fun to have. I'd rather honestly have it in my fucking living room. What a cool thing to have. Just walk in. Hey, this is the car from the movie. And so I didn't think he'd get close to that. It sold for 330.
God.
Yeah.
To who? Probably an Asian guy?
No, the guy had a Joe Dirt tattoo on his chest.
Oh.
And he was a full fucking fan. So he hit me up to get the bought. And so now I've talked to him.
And what do you
Because
guys talk about?
I like these guys. We just talk about pop music.
You're like, hey, go sit in and just turn it on for me. I want to hear it.
No, I just go, I miss her, man. I miss her. Just put her on the phone.
He's like, mail me some semen. And you're like, oh, I don't miss her that much.
No, I do that. I'll do that. I'll do that once.
Do you think, would you guys ever have done a Tommy Boy 2? Do you think you and Farley ever would have done it?
I mean, Black Sheep was sort of the next summer, and it was sort of the same type of movie. We should have just kept it Pete Siegel and just done it again. He couldn't. He wasn't available. It just would have kept track of like kind of how it was. But I did like Black Sheep. We had another movie that we were talking about at the very end, and would have been great. Yeah, I mean, would I have liked to have like a run and gun buddy to goof around? He would have been all over the place. He would have been working with everybody. I mean, even at that point toward the end, because he's almost more famous now because everyone looks back. But when you're in it and he's just getting famous, but still all the big hosts that would come in would like go right to him. So he could have worked with anybody. Big directors, he could do more drama. He would have done a lot of stuff with Adam. I mean, he loved Adam and always thought he was great. So
Sandler, you mean?
yeah, he was very tight with Adam, and I was just lucky to be in a couple with him. But he would have been out there doing everything. I remember when he was in Coneheads. We all were in Coneheads. Even Adam was in Coneheads. And Lauren, it was sort of an assignment. He was just like, you're going to play this. And he just had plucked everyone. There's probably 15 people from SNL in it. And somehow...
Oh, he looks so handsome. Did you get to keep the cone from that?
No, but you know what? That will barely fit up your butt. If you...
Ooh.
She's really pretty, by the way. That was
Yeah.
Michelle Burke.
Is
Look,
it?
This is after they took a photo of Farley, and they take it so strong that it blows his hair back or something.
God, that's good.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
funny
all
as shit. But Aykroyd, yeah, so that was a blast. So I would say the answer is would have loved to keep doing stuff and just have him around to hang out with.
that. Yeah, obviously to have him be alive. But do you think that you would have been able to do a Tommy Boy
Yes, in all these scenarios, he's alive.
Okay.
You're like, it'd be great. No, if he's alive, You have to add that caveat.
What do you, if you had to do Tommy Boy 2, what would the plot even have gone into, you think?
Tommy Boy 2, Electric Boogaloo. You know, I was pitched a Tommy Boy 2, which was our kids are together. And our kids are. But this is, I was pitched it 2 years ago. And I'm like, I just can't find a scenario with no Farley. It's not, they used the whole movie. Even if it has a good title, Tommy Boy's in the title, but it would be too much of a sellout. I can't imagine. I mean, no one could do that.
Were they going to do it with CGI or use one of his brothers to do it, you think?
No, it was just like, it was our kids, and it was about them, and then I was going to come help them on the road or something. But I go, listen, there's the magic in the bottle was Chris. And so I had a good part. I had a lot of fun in it, but it was about Christopher. And so, if we did another one back then, it would have been a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what it could have been about, too. Wow, it's
I
interesting.
know. I don't
though.
know. I never even thought
Brake
that far.
pads. Maybe
Brake
it was
pads are
music.
so funny. There's endless jokes. I mean, that movie, that's what I always say is that if we pitched the Tommy Boy movie just like two guys selling brake pads, it's just not enough to sell a movie.
People wouldn't listen now.
No, it's just not funny.
Maybe
unless-
menstrual pads you could have gone to.
That's not a bad idea, yeah. That we go sell them.
Stop the flow. Yeah, it's like things are getting out of hand. Maybe women's lib was getting crazy.
Yeah, and then he dresses like one in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
He's like, okay, I'm on the craziest.
And some big woman comes and goes, let me try it out. And then
He's like, I've been having my period for
Yeah.
11 months straight.
these are trailer moments.
Actually, would have been hilarious.
More like these are cut scenes from our possible movie, yeah.
Did you ever do a Farley impersonation or no?
He did this a lot, Just funny, you get nervous, David. Then he goes like this, pulls on his hair when he's nervous, like in the meeting with the host. He'd pull on the carpet, and everyone's just like, even like the host is like some Michael Keaton going, is this fucking dude okay? Because they didn't really know him yet.
Yeah.
And he was so nervous about shit, and always funny. But he would always try to make you laugh, always try to do anything, fall down at work, do anything, fall on the piano, just anything to get everyone to laugh. Because also he was taken care of. He wasn't writing sketches, so he just was tra-la-la around the office. There's no stress because he's going to be in 18 things. Everyone's going to write him in.
Oh, that's a good point.
And
huh?
if you write him in, like, that's the big thing. And I would get mad. I go, you don't write for me enough. They're like, what do you do? And I'm like, you're right. You just think, I'm great. And they go, how? And there's no yeah. So you have to kind of do a joke on the officer. It's sort of thirsty, but do an impression. And something like that. And then, where they go, oh, you can do that? Oh, we might put your name on that. Something like that. But mostly I was like smart alecky, stupid shit because that's the only thing I saw. And I wrote the Harvey Minute where I was making fun of everybody. And that kind of was a good hook for me. But it wasn't enough to be like super characters. That really wasn't my thing.
I went with his brother to SNL. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. You hit me
Think
up.
you connected us,
I was
maybe.
like,
John.
John.
John, yeah.
Johnny Farley. And I was like,
And he hadn't been back, dude, since. He hadn't been back since Chris was there.
did he hit you up to go there, or did I tell you guys to go? Or were you just in New York?
He took advantage of us, I think. But whatever. Oh no, I think you said to me, "Hey, he's gonna be there."
Oh, yeah, I did.
So
And
tell him hello. But he hit you up to get him in there.
Can you make it call, baby? Yeah. Don't tell Jen. Yeah, he was in the wrong Missy. We put him in that. He was in Benchwarmers. He's funny in that. Was it fun there for you? You'd never been there.
I've never been. Yeah, what was it like? It was interesting to just see the place you guys had all been at and
Yeah,
what kind of
there's
like.
photos everywhere.
Yeah, just what it was like. Like, I think I pictured it more of like an old school type of dormitory vibe. But
But our offices were up higher. in a
oh, then
different
maybe it was
floor.
up there.
We'd be there all week, and then we just come down to the show. But you might have to host it one day.
It was pretty interesting
Yeah.
there.
Would you be able to handle it?
I don't know. Depends on who the musical guest is, I guess.
Is that the whole thing? What if it's fucking Jelly Pop, your buddy, or whatever? Remember he
Oh yeah, Jelly Roll.
yeah, he came over to us at Koi one time and said hi.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
I said, hey, the bouncer's coming over. He wants to talk to you. He walks over and goes, how are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was like, what motorcycle did this
Yeah.
guy? Bro? This guy.
Oh, did we park in front of you? What happened?
Yeah.
He was nice, dude. He knew you from.
Yeah, him and Bunny came over. I remember that. That was cool.
Mhm.
Dude, that was awesome. That was like, I think he come out here to do Jimmy Kimmel or something. It was like one of his first times being out
Right,
here.
right. And then we saw Luke Bryan at dinner. You see all your little
yeah.
goat roper buddies. Yeah.
Dude, that was fun.
Yeah, he came over.
That's when we used to have a good time.
Yeah. Now we're just grinding on the movie every day going,
I know, now we're just.
I remember that. I was excited.
Luke frickin' Bryan, remember
We took
that?
a picture with him.
He
man.
sat down with us.
Yeah, it was
I'm
fun.
like, dude,
Yeah.
we're supposed to come sit with you.
Yeah.
He had 2 bites of somebody's potatoes out.
No, we have fun. We go to UFC and everyone knows. I remember before you even blew up, so many people knew you at UFC. I was like, holy shit, man, these people know this con.
I don't know about that. There we are, right there.
Look, my hair is quite puffy that
God,
day.
look
Like,
how good. You look like definitely like one of those rich people's dogs.
I do.
For sure,
For
dude.
sure.
Now I see why your mom has you come home a lot. Yeah, she's like, I need this little cute pup right here in my lap.
Dude. Look at my fucking sweater pops. Don't even try to argue
that was
that.
a solid choice. And there's Luke. Looks like he just.
Fucking Luke. He's,
Oh.
that does look like me.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
look,
bit of a lap dog.
yeah, you look like you spent time at NYU a little bit.
I'll fucking gnaw on a sausage. Har, har, har. Shit, look at you, dirt.
Oh, you're dumb. Just like, how did I even get
What
here?
are we eating? Fucking oysters
Oh
or something?
my god!
Jeez, what a bunch of idiots.
Somebody ordered that little when they put those little the shrimp, they put them upstairs like they're about to commit suicide or whatever. That little it's like a little shrimp rack or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the second story shrimp, they hide them all on the edge of like they're trying to hide from. It's like, bitch, we see you. They're all naked though.
Look at those fucking shrimps. They charge you by the shrimps, you know.
It's unreal. In some places, it's $6.
That is the most expensive place because I won't say the name, but the steak sauce was $7 each. You get a little thing like this of A1, and it's like dish, 777, and then the bread was 15.
God.
I had filet of sole, right? I go, oh,
You had fillet of what?
and dude, don't you watch fishing shows?
You had fillet of
Sole.
soul? Oh, how
Can we
rich!
pull it up, see if it's real?
You're eating human spirit in there. It's
No,
like,
filet of. Yeah.
that's rich.
Oh,
people like-
shocking! It checks out as a fish. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Anyway, it's kind of like carp. No, I don't know what it's
Yeah,
like.
it is.
So I get this, and they go, "Do you want the catch of the day?" And I know it's a rich place. I go, "Don't try to rat fuck me, dudes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this dog shit off the menu." It says market price, but I go, "Fine." I get it. It's like leather. It's kind of gross, you know, but fine. $150. I go, I have never heard about fish being $150.
$150?
Yeah.
And they you get the head and the tail, or they just give you the
No,
middle part?
you should.
That's
You should come to my house and fucking clean my car.
Yeah, that's crazy. $150 for one piece of fish? Unreal.
Yeah.
That would never fly in the Bible, dude.
No. No. What you do is they have the fish with their mouth, I guess,
Yeah.
and something you go like this. Oh, you're gonna go to work for that 150, and the fish is like, fish is like, I got teeth. No, you do not. Nice try.
Yeah. Somebody's getting a little bit of tartar sauce on
Yeah,
the inside.
gobble that
brother.
goo.
Yeah.
It's not in the Bible either.
God. You can have better sex with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. That's
Just watch this thing, and I'm like, I can't remember shit to talk to people about.
Dude, first of all, I'm a BLM advocate. So
Yes.
I get a lot of
This
my
show.
stuff.
Oh, there's you on SNL.
Who is that?
They're like, ladies and gentlemen, BLM. And they're like, oh, is that the musical group? Is that you all happy? When were you that happy?
Never.
Fucking shit. Is that AI?
Is that Tom Brady's teeth?
Oh my god.
did I
I'll
get-
rent out advertising space on those fucking chompers. Are those your teeth?
Hell no.
That's ah ha ha.
That's GAI, dude. That's
Dude,
horrible,
that's
bro.
G-A-Y, yeah.
They got the forearms are nice.
Your
though.
I was about to say your forearms look good, and they shaved you a little bit.
God.
Your whole body's shaved.
Well, it's gonna be as soon as I get in
Lord.
shape.
No, you look good there.
Well,
Why can't you look more
thanks.
like AI?
Well,
Well,
Do you think whenever you die, where do you want your body? Where do you want your ashes spread? Do you think?
Oh, I was just talking about this. No, I wasn't.
What are you gonna do with it?
No, what'll I do?
You're kind of a trickster.
No, I'm not gonna do any tricks.
Really?
I don't want any weird stuff. Yeah. I mean,
Let
maybe
me get a couple grams up.
you want a little bit. Oh, if anybody needs money, I would let them sell them. You know, for whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
You could sell them here, part of your merch, if you want. I could have Harper. She could take them, but I don't know. It's too morbid. I can't even think about this stuff. I get scared.
I want my. Or what if they had like spade shades and we put them into some beautiful, beautiful sunglasses?
Okay.
You know,
I'm pretty agreeable to everything. Yeah.
or how like
Spades, shades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and they're interior shades too, actually.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. And what was there a story about something?
Ashes. I
Dog.
want mine shot in New A. Schoolyard full of children.
No, you
playing.
should put it in a T-shirt. Take it to some bayou or shit. You know, Louisiana. Yeah.
Snake rodeo.
And
Yeah.
snake rodeo, is that like an orgy? That's what you call an orgy? No, wasn't there a story about some dog that ate someone's ashes or something?
What's up with dude who's talking about someone eating ashes? You got that?
Did you hear that bullshit? Look at this. Shit. Wait. Oh my God, it's a Rolex. Anyway,
Is that real?
no, the joke is like, like oh shit, it's a Rolex. Like this.
What time is it over?
I did get flashing around. Me toddler ate me ashes.
UK mom walked into an unthinkable situation when she found her 1-year-old consuming her father's cremated remains, and she even has video of the mortifying situation.
Aren't they? They're not good. They cannot taste good.
I don't know. I guess if you mix them with something.
Volume.
God, when your son eats your dad,
Of course, she films it.
his ashes. My son has eaten my dad's ashes.
He didn't have a lot.
That's the whole fucking story.
Dude, he only had a little bit.
He only had like the forearm and.
Yeah, dude.
That's so.
nothing.
That's so grody.
Also,
Yeah.
the kid is a ginger, too.
Trouble.
Yeah. So some of that you gotta see coming. Some of that's on you.
Also, the lady immediately sold it to Tina.
That's a great point, huh?
Yeah.
She probably served them up. Everything's for sale nowadays, it seems like. What other news stories we got, guys? Anything
Yeah,
popping
give us some
off?
shit before Spade fucking has the boogie. Spade looks pretty cool today.
Spade looks healthy today.
Yeah. Is there a hair? Here you go. No, you know what I do? So this is what happens when you try to fucking make a burn. Shit on you, motherfucker, and then it burns and it floats down. They all go, what the fuck? And I go, yeah, might want to stick around.
Yeah. You might want to see the final act.
Yeah, because they've...
It's hard to keep hair.
No, it's ridiculous and it's fucked up.
And our bodies can only hold so much hair.
Tiffany, you have raging boners. What? I'm sorry.
The guy, Brian Johnson, who's trying to live forever, he says that women also get their version of morning wood.
Okay, let's who's Brian Johnson? Let's take a look at him
Is
first.
he the guy that tries to live forever? He's trying to be really old.
Is that him? I'm not sure.
He
Can
also
we get
sings
some-
for AC/DC. That's Brian Johnson too.
Really?
That's a different.
Lying in bed, just like Brian Johnson did. There he is. Oh, there he is, huh?
Oh,
First of all, I thought this was Matt Rife.
Is that his new special?
It's his new cologne.
Called fucking Pig Blood. What is this guy injecting into his wiener this week?
I know. That's the only thing. This guy takes a lot of pills straight up the wee-wee.
Listen, I'm all for doing minimum $2 million worth of surgery on my face, but just to do a light dusting and cleanup. This guy's like every day. It's too much, and girls find that out. They don't want a dude that's spending their whole life to look 6 years younger. It's crazy.
Yeah, you don't want somebody who's in there sandblasting their fucking clavicles in the morning. You can't even get any extra sleep.
Fucking sanding their nuts. There's no wrinkles in them. Just fucking meow, meow. You got 'em on the. You got your wiener out in a belt sander. Meow, meow.
Yeah, this guy's
No rinks.
yeah, see it wrinkle free.
I mean, I
dude.
get it. He wants to look. We all do. I'm falling apart. Someone put on my comments the other day. You got old fast, dude. Oh, thanks, you fuck. Oh, thanks. fly to your house and beat you with a fucking rock dick.
That's what I'm saying.
I get
dude.
really offended by the comments. I'm like this. He says comments. These people are losers. So I tell myself. The guy goes, no way, I'm a winner. And I go, fuck, he's a winner and he's doing this? Look at Spade.
That's the tough part. Whoa.
That's
huh?
me when I get all the surgery and you go, Spade, is that you?
John Benet picogramsy, huh?
Fucking, look at those pecs though, dude.
Dude, what the fuck? You better spend that money, David.
Yeah. Why has he got Band-Aids on his finger? What's wrong with this dude?
And why's he got a half ounce of raspberry cum on him?
Flirt.
Oh, God. How many times you got to jerk off to get that?
Yeah, and can you wear the cheapest chain you got, fucking
What
dude?
the
Spending your money on the wrong shit.
Wow. Is that a Neuralink necklace around his
Dude,
head?
shave your chest, you fruitcake.
God, that guy's been eating his own nipples off, I bet.
Hey, you want some cherry fucking pie melted down? Hey, Nips. Why would you push in on that?
God, those bitches, God, dude, those bitches are hard boiled.
Fucking window cutters. Tic-tac-toe.
Dude, that's crazy. I don't know. How long would you want to be alive, you think?
I don't.
Be honest.
You mean I like it now? I'm a little beat up around the edges and rough. I had a rough upbringing.
But you got, if you get in a sauna for 2 days, you'll be bounced
think
right back.
so?
100%.
A sauna?
Yeah.
You would not let me in your sauna.
Oh, it is a good point, huh? You didn't want to get into it. They had
I
the
know.
ice bath, too.
I know. Okay, now here's this
That
guy
thing kept
fighting
me
back.
going, though.
Oh yeah, on the movie?
Yeah.
No, honestly, whatever it takes. I was telling you beforehand. You're tougher than me, but movies are fucking tough. They're tough mentally, they're tough physically, and it's just a fucking grind. You have no life. You get up at dark, you go in. Every day is a problem. Like, we don't have this car doesn't work. Remember the cars weren't starting? We're like,
Dude, the cars, we had to push the cars into every shop.
car we had, we're like, did you want it to start? I go, yeah, you have to drive it in the scene. Okay, you got to tell us this up front, guys. I go,
Yeah.
I have to tell you a car should start. Well, it was low budget, but it's still, I mean, we make everything look as good as we can. Listen, Napoleon Dynamite was low budget. It's hilarious. So it's just about where you use the money. It's really just about me and you and just about being funny. So you don't need too much in the background.
But it was like we got two brothers right here that'll push it for like $80, and we're like, how, what?
we're like 60, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care if they're related or not. I'm like, just they're like, well, we have two guys that aren't related that'll do it for 120. I'm like,
No,
what the
no,
fuck?
bring the brothers
Yeah.
back. Yeah. That's how it was. We're like pushing cars in the scene, and then but I thought it overall super fun. Glad to do it, and excited for the final product.
Yeah,
for
thanks
sure.
for doing it, man.
For sure.
It was definitely really interesting to get to do. I can't even. It just. Yeah, you learn so much stuff. You're like, Jesus.
Well, I haven't really done a comedy teen movie since I think Black Sheep and that, because it's like growing up. There's 5 of us. Wrong Missy was me and Lauren, and she was great. It wasn't even really a comedy. She was like all the jokes. I was just reacting, which is important, but it was sort of her thing. So it was fun to go back and forth, and on the set when thinking of jokes and stuff, that's the fun part. Those are the fun parts to me. It's like once we're in it, we're doing the scenes and laughing, and it's fun, you know. The rest of it's tough.
Yeah.
God, could we cry? Could I cry? I'm not crying about the movie. It's fun.
No, dude. We're just
I cry about
talking.
everything. I cried about the driving. I'm like,
Yeah, we have to give a soft spot in your
Yeah.
heart for everything,
yeah.
for having to do stuff. Yeah, life. It's just definitely, man. It's life. We're being alive. No, dude. We're just talking about it. It's fucking life.
Yeah, life.
Everything isn't like. I think people don't think that everything is just complete magic or whatever. You
right.
know.
Right. I mean, the bottom line is, it's funny when you watch a movie, any movie you see, you go, you don't think about how long, how much shit it took. You just go, funny or not. That's all.
Especially you start watching a movie and you're like, this movie fucking sucks, and then they're like, and then you don't even think, you're like, these fucking idiots got together every day and made it. That
Oh,
even
they
blows
made
your
it. They
fucking
worked hard.
mind.
This is some rewrite they loved and fucking
Yeah.
bomb. Yeah, when I go to movies, I used to sit through everything because I love comedy. I love movies. And then about 5 years ago, I started to walk out of movies. And
Oh,
it's
it's so
it's hard. I think attention span and everything, when I'm like, or I kind of know where it's going, and I'm like, if there's not enough tricks here, I gotta go.
Yeah, if there's not a good bit of fucking in them, I'm
Yeah.
out. You know?
If nothing else, someone start fucking someone.
Yeah,
or
at
I'm
the
fucking out of
very least, dude. Yeah.
Minimum. I'm
Even
gonna-
if it's animals, I'll watch that. dude.
Listen, how am I watching that when I know I have stepbrother porn on my phone if I need it?
Hey, yeah.
Whack off.
Mine's more like it looks like a couple
Yes,
guys
yes.
just rolling out of a sleeping bag these days. dude.
I like the last scene of some dude in the scene. He goes, yeah, and it's like 1 cc like this.